All right, so time for another fanfiction idea, and this one is one I kind of did, but I'm going to do a minor remake on, and that is a crossover between The Owl House and Phantom of the Opera. The last time I did this, I had Hell of a Boss in there too, but for this one, we're going to take Hell of a Boss out, and this is going to be squarely on Owl House and the Phantom of the Opera. So, without further ado, let's get started with the video. So this story takes place during the first half, like that nebulous spot between the season finale, basically when they're on Earth. That time frame when they're all like the Luz and everyone else is back on Earth and they're all living with Camila. So Luz is basically just kind of bummed out, and she's just like, she's having one of her bummed out moments, and Amity comes in and is just like, hey, are you okay? And she's like, yeah, I'm fine. And she's like, I never get to see around your room, I've never been able to talk about any of this stuff outside of Azura. So she's just looking around, like seeing all the cool stuff in Luz's room, when it comes upon, she comes upon a old book of the Phantom of the Opera, which is the play. It's the musical. It's like a play. It's a script of the musical. And she's like, Phantom of the Opera. I didn't know ghosts existed here in this world. And she's like, no, it's a thing about a guy who. She explains Phantom of the Opera and all that, and she's like, oh. I didn't know you liked musicals and whatnot. And she's like, I love musicals. I always want to break out into song when I'm with you, but these days I don't feel very sing-songy these days. So Amity's hurt by that. Amity's upset that she can't get her girlfriend to be, to feel better. So she decides, she's looking at the Phantom of the Opera script, and she's like, I know, I'm going to, look for something outside of Azura to get her hyperfixation going, and maybe, we could do something fun. So Amity goes out looking through stores of looking for the Phantom, a replica of the Phantom's mask, just because she believes it's going to brighten her spirits and maybe get her out of her funk. She comes upon this old dark store, this old store, and she's looking around, and she's like, "Do you sell masks? We sell forbidden objects. We also sell frozen yogurt, which I call Frogurt. Oh, I'm looking for a mask kind of like the picture here. Ah, yeah, it's for my girlfriend. Ah, yes." She takes it. Guy cans her a exact replica of the Phantom's mask, and he's like, Here is the mask your lover would like, but beware, it carries a terrible curse." Oh, that's bad. But it comes with a free case of yogurt, of Frogurt. That's good. The Frogurt is also cursed. Oh, that's bad. But you get to choose your own toppings. That's good. The toppings contain potassium benzoate. That's bad. Can I go now? So Amity leaves, and she's like, I don't know. The guy there's no way. I know there's cursed objects in the Boiling Isles, but Earth doesn't have that kind of magic. So you know what? I just think the guy was just screwing with me. So I'm just gonna go give this to Luz, and she'll be all excited. So later that night, after dinner, Amity surprises Luz with a exact replica of the Phantom's the mask she got, and Luz is like, oh, "This is amazing! I love it! Thank you, Amity. This is so cool." So they hug, they kiss, and all that, and even Amity, Amity asks her, "Hey, try it on! Let me see what you look like." And Luz puts it on, and she's looking at herself in the mirror and all that. And as she is, Amity's Luz. She's looking over Luz, and she's like, "Wow. That really looks good. Here, let me take it." No, don't take it off yet. Looks nice, thank you. So there's even a hesitation to take off the mask again for a second, but she eventually does. And Amity's just a little bit weirded out by that. But she does relent. The next day, after early in the morning, Amity's she's woken up and sees that Luz is also woken up, and she's wearing the mask and writing stuff down. And Amity is immediately like, "Oh, that's not good." Hey, honey, you mind telling me why you're wearing the mask? And she's like, my mind feels like all opened up. It feels like there's been like a fog in my head. And now I just feel like I want to write stuff. Like I want to get my mind off of all the stuff going on in the Boiling Isles. I know it's important and all, but like this needs to happen. And she's like, and they're like, oh, so what are you writing? And she goes, a play, Don Juan Triumphant. And they're like, okay, have fun, I guess, as long as you're getting your mind off of it. Why are you wearing the masks, though? And Luz is like, the mask is helping me, the mask is like literally helping me keep coordinated and all that. It's keeping my mind free. Like it feels good. Like it's helping me like focus on this play. Now go. I have other stuff to do. So immediately Amity's like, okay, that thing is cursed. I should have known. So she gets Willow, Hunter, Gus, and even Camila and V together, and she's like, hey, so don't be mad, but I think the mask I got for Luz, yeah, I think that thing is cursed. I am in full belief that is a cursed mask we're dealing with here. And they're like, oh, you think so? Yeah, she's been yelling at us to get out of her way. She's also like singing, and like Camila's like, yeah, I've heard Luz sing, but like she's actually like, and not to disparage my baby, but like singing was not exactly one of her strong suits. So so everyone kind of universally agrees that like, oh yeah, we need to get that mask off of Luz's face. So they're like, so do we jump her? They're like, no, we're not going to jump Luz. We're just going to see if we can get it off of her face. And then they hear a voice go, or alternatively, I have a better idea. I keep the mask and you all stay here. And they all see Luz, and she's now dressed up in like garb and a cape and all that. She's got like full Phantom. So she leaves out the window running off, and everyone's just like, oh crap. So they have to chase after her. But they're going through town looking for Luz. They can't they can't really find her. And they're like, well, where could she have gone? Like, and Amity just has this idea. She has like an idea just spark in her head. The idea being, well, if it's anything like the book, Phantom went to, if she thinks she's the Phantom, or the Phantom spirit is possessing her, she'll want to go to the one place that makes them feel home. And that is like a theater. And Camila goes, well, there is a theater in town that hasn't been used in a while. Maybe there. So they go. And sure enough, Luz is there, but she's like hiding it's like a massive theater, and Luz is like hiding in the shadows. And they can't get her out. And that's when Willow comes up with this idea. Willow basically comes up with the idea of, hey, how about we play music to get her attention? And Amity, you're gonna need to sing lights, cameras, action. Let's do this. So they all put on a massive play and do the song Phantom of the Opera from the play. If you want to have like an idea of like how I imagine that would play out, like how I genuinely think that would all play out, there's a female version of, I think the YouTuber's name is Raf Scrap or something, but she does this amazing version of a female version of Phantom of the Opera. The song, it's really awesome. So that's what, in my head, that's what I imagine this scene to play out, is that Amity is singing out like she's on stage singing out into the darkness to lure Luz out, and Luz is singing back from the shadows, getting closer and closer to Amity. Eventually, Luz does show herself now in full Phantom regalia and everything, and for a moment Amity's like, oh wow, opera. So they embrace and all that, and as they're singing back and forth, Amity grabs the mask and tears it off of her face, and she's like, no, I'm hideous, you can't see me like this, and Luz is just Luz. But Amity's like, has the mask in her hand, and then proceeds to like break it, freeing Eric, aka the Phantom spirit, from it. So now, Eric's spirit was trapped within the mask, and he basically has been possessing Luz. So now he's freed into the afterlife, and Luz is just like, oh, what happened? Why am I dressed up like this? It's kind of awesome, really. I kind of feel kind of cosplay. And Amity's like, we'll explain on the way back. But you have some great singing voice. Do I? And she tries to sing again. The voice is gone. And she's like, maybe not. So there you go, guys. Just a fun Owl House Phantom of the Opera crossover. You guys tell me in the comments below what you guys think of it. Comment below. Let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.